So when people at first asked me why I came to America, I would say to kick ball, mainly to kick ball in it, and that's the truth. It was, but I always knew there was something more to it. And the longer I've been here, and the more I think about it, the more I realize the reason why I like being here, the reason why I came in the first place, and the reason why I like being here comes down to two words: opportunity and freedom. Now, at least, boy, once a week, a couple times a week, someone would tell me, "Hey, when you coming back to England? When you coming back to the ends?" And the truth is, I don't really know. And the biggest reason why I don't know is just because of that opportunity versus freedom contrast. I've already got a decent idea of if I was to go back to the ends, what I would do. And that's not a bad thing because I think I could still be happy so far as I maneuver in a certain way. Thank God I was born in England, man, got that Burgundy passport. So that country ain't running away. Like I'm privileged enough that I'm from a place like England and I can go back at any time. As much as I love the ends, there's very few things that if I was to go back that I would say excite me. There's loads of stuff I would like to do. There was loads of stuff I would love doing. But because maybe I've been in England and I've already got an idea of how certain things work, nothing would really excite me like that. But me being in America, so many things being uncertain, for me, that's kind of exciting. And like for some people, that would bring a lot of people and a sense of anxiety. And for me, don't worry, it's made me, made me a little anxious at times. I just feel like me being in America doesn't only double my options because I've got options in England and America. I feel like me being here also opens up more options for me back home, potentially. And even if that is just being out here is a different world, it's a different vibe, there's different things to be done, which some may argue might be to more of my benefit. And I won't even lie, since being in America, I've come across coaches from all over the world. Now, a lot of the coaches I've met from England out here, some of them have been out here for years, and I'll be like to them, how and why have you been out here for so long? And they all say similar things. They'll say something along the lines of, at first they didn't plan on staying out here. That wasn't their life plan. They just came out here to kick their ball. And over time, they just found new opportunities, new ways of life. And before they knew it, they were here. They've been here for ages, and they absolutely love their life. I haven't met one English coach out here so far that regrets staying out here. They all seem to love their lives out here, and I completely see that, and I completely understand it. I'm not saying I want that to be me because I don't think I want to raise my kids in America, but that's another topic. But like, whilst I can and whilst I have that freedom, I do want to explore as much as I can. And the thing is, this isn't exclusive to America. This is worldwide. I've always said, if I got a sick opportunity that made sense to go to China, I would do it. I brought up freedom. You see, especially in London, we're trapped in a certain mindset, should I say. I think in London, we are far too caught up in what other people think. We are far too caught up in status symbols in terms of drip and all of these things. And don't worry, there's those issues in America as well, but I feel like it's just not as intense here. And maybe it's because I haven't been in a big city like a New York, whereas I'm from a London, which is as big as it gets. But here is just, I feel like here there's just a nice blend of, there's a better blend, shall I say, of grinding and living your life. Whereas sometimes in London, it's just all about the grind. You feel me? And one thing I do like, especially when I was in Florida, is like, things are far more intentional when I'm here. It's like in England, and that's kind of what I mean by freedom, is like, here you can just do what you want, do your thing, it's calm. But in England, I feel like when you try to do that, people are always chatting smack. And I'm probably guilty of this in one way or the other. It's like in England, when you're trying to do certain things, people are just chatting smack and all of this stuff. But maybe because I'm removed from just a certain environment is why I can speak with that privilege in it. So when I look at what brought me to America versus what keeps me in America, that's what it comes down to: just opportunity and freedom. Freedom of thought, opportunity to do many different things. It's not just work. It's not just about working and making money. It's about a certain way of enjoying and living your life in it. And I just like that about this place, innit? So yeah, man, that was just a little thought of mine to air out. It was an interesting observation. It's something I realized that, yeah, I came here, yeah, football was more the avenue in which don't get to say I still love football. Football was the avenue in which I came here with, and not the main. It was the main source, but I realized for me, football was a key and not the door itself, innit? I love it here. I love it in England as well, and there will be a time where I move back to England. From Hackney on the map, there will be a time where I'll be back in England for some period of time. But as of now, where I don't know where things are going to take me. Really and truly, I'm just trying to be where the best opportunity and freedom is, in it. That's the real. Anyway, shout out Flag Collab if you want that Hackney Flag. We putting Hackney on the map. We worldwide, baby. Trust me, daddy. Pause. Peace, love, bird game.